I don't know much about it. I just stare at it, and it beeps. It's that little machine that goes ping. And yeah, my trinket that I got is an ultra black piece of marble. Sorry, I think it's so funny. It's a slab of marble I got from my kitchen table when I hit my head, and I decided to become a pilot.
Hell yeah. And what is your pat like on your
Oh,
uniform?
great question. Soviet hammer and sickle. You know, my parents were old school mafia Russians, but they died in a fire. At least that's what I tell people. It makes it easier to explain their beheading.
All right. I figured you'd. I was assuming you were going to say that you were a communist, but that works too.
Oh no, I gave up on that. And fascism and, the need to buy things, capitalism, who needs that? I just stay on the ship and I take you places. That's what I do now. I don't
All
doctor.
right, so you're the crew's pilot. You are with an android and your security personnel, Marine. So, 6 hours ago, emergency systems were initialized on Icarus Station, which is just kind of a monitoring station. We'll say it's just outside a planet named like XB21. This planet isn't really habitated or anything right now. That's what this monitoring station is for, to monitor its weather conditions and solar flares, that type of stuff, see if it's livable. And 6 hours ago, emergency systems were activated on the Icarus station. 5 hours ago, the Icarus crew reported multiple deaths and one goblin with a knife. 4 hours ago, all communications with the station ceased. 3 hours ago, you all were hired to clear the station of any threats and recover any living crew. 2 hours ago, you learned goblins are real. 1 hour ago, you all arrived in local space near Icarus Station to prepare to dock. And now you have docked, and the airlock is opening. You all step through the airlock. It's old but functional. You can tell, they keep up with repairs, but it's not spotless clean. You see a toolbox of just assorted tools to the side, which is an item for whoever wants to pick it up. You also see two suit lockers with two vac suits currently inside.
I take the
I'll,
cigarette out
I'll
of my mouth and I stare over at the other two. I'll take one of those. And I point over at one of the suits. And I'm assuming I can't pick it up. I'm not going to try to. But then I start walking towards the hallway or door. And then I look back over at. What's your name again? And I'm pointing at MDK's character.
and the name is Lentes. And I'll start reaching down to pick up the toolbox.
Okay. In your equipment, you can go ahead and add an item assorted tools and just click free because you found it. You don't have to buy it. And whoever is taking the vac suits, it'll take you, they're not super heavy. It'll take you a couple minutes to suit up and put them on, but whoever is taking them can add them to your inventory. And armor, just click add armor and then add vac suit.
I'm not going to activate it, but I will put it on slowly as I watch the other two. I hear there's goblins. Okay. You guys ever dealt with that? I get the accent eventually.
Goblins. I don't know goblins very much.
Yeah. Can you believe it, goblin? I never heard of one. Man. I saw some guy in a suit once with a mask.
I've heard the tales, but I thought they were fake. Why can't I do German? It keeps turning into pirate.
Don't stress.
German is like the only accent I actually can do.
German pirate is working.
But yeah, after grabbing the suits and the box of tools, that's pretty much the only usable equipment in this room. And you see a small door leading directly ahead with a little plaque that says communications across the door. You all can freely move your tokens around the map and put them wherever you'd like in the room.
I'm assuming the doors are like automatically opening, or are they like physical doors that we gotta like open?
These ones are physical doors you have to open, but if you jiggle it, it's not locked. You can just step on through into the next room.
Alrighty, boys, follow me. And Mr. Man will walk through the door without a second thought.
After you.
All right.
I also have my Vex suit like tied around my waist, like the arms of it. It's not like fully on.
Okay, if it's not, if you're not wearing it, then you won't receive the armor points for it.
Fine by me.
Okay. So as soon as you all enter the communications room, you see a wall full of deep space radios, tiny lights, and tiny lights are blinking. You hear bits of static. The windows on the inner wall look into a common room, which is just like a big cafeteria. You see that there are 4 doors leading out of the common room. It's like I have to show everything. But inside the communications room, you see immediately that there is a dead body slumped in a pool of blood along the far wall. And he is missing an arm. His arm is on the control panel of the communications device, and the body is like 3 feet away, has obviously bled out. And just laying there, you all can see if the body has anything usable. You also see that there is a vent system in this room that is big enough for a human to crawl through, but it would be slow and possibly dangerous. You all would have to go like single file, one at a time, but the vent is big enough for a human to crawl through.
As Mr. Man sees the body, he would yell out, "Hey man, are you okay?" to an obviously not okay person.
Yeah, the body's just there in a pool of blood, does not move an inch.
As Valen sees this happen, he's going to take out his little machine that goes ping and run the med scanner over the body. This might tell something.
Yeah, scanning, you don't see any diseases or anything like that. With your scientist background, I'd say, yeah, it's obvious that this dude lost an arm and just like fell over and bled out here. It was just left alone.
Is his arm in the room or no?
Yes, one arm is still attached to his body, while another arm is just like laying on the control panel of the communication system.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, I'm gonna walk over then and just check out the control panel.
Okay. It seems pretty beat up, and it would take some time to repair it, but it could be functioning if someone were to take time to repair it.
I'll pick up the arm and wave it at the other 2 and then throw it onto the ground.
You need a hand.
Yeah. So, looks like you got this. And I take a step back and I fold my arms. I'm gesturing towards, gosh, why am I blanking on your name again? MDK? What's your character's name?
Rendez.
Rendez.
I'll go ahead and move to the comm system and start trying to work on it with my assorted tools that I just got.
Okay, cool. And I'd say if you're trying to do it fast, it would be a speed check. For working on computers, you could add your hacking skill, but if you're trying to just do it slowly and do it right, it would be an intellect check.
I'll probably just try to do it properly. I am an android. I would want to try to do things by the book. Most likely, it's in my programming.
All right, yeah. You can just go ahead and click intellect, and then it'll give you the option of a skill to choose with it. You can add hacking.
Are there smaller radios a part of the communication system, or is it just like an overhead thing?
It's just like there's no like handheld walkie-talkies or anything. This is just like this is where you would talk to like spaceships that are docking and far away communication outposts. There's no like walkie-talkies.
It seems
But
failed.
the good news is with Mothership, there's kind of a thing called fail forward, where failing doesn't just make the game stop. So it does take you a lot longer than you thought it would, and you make a lot of noise repairing this, but you do get it repaired. And as you're fiddling with it, you hear a and popping out of this vent is a small little green guy. He has a sharp serrated knife that you can tell is just like made out of scrap metal. It's not really a real knife. And he's wearing a shield that's made out of like a broken vent cover. And he runs out of the vent. Everyone takes a point of stress for him laughing. Let's go ahead and add one more stress point. And you see Mr. Man is the closest to him. So you see that he starts to run and charge at Mr. Man. The way this works is there are no turns. All of you players go at the same time. So everyone just tells me what they want to do, and I'll tell you what you need to roll in order to accomplish that. And all of you go at the same time, and then depending on what happens, the enemy will go after you.
Mr. Man is gonna punch him.
Okay.
I'll follow behind him. Oh, sorry.
So Mr. Man, you just go ahead and roll a combat, and you can add your hand-to-hand skill to try and improve your chances.
I rolled a 78 and it said failure.
Yes, you want to roll under your score. So you would need a 1 to 62 in order to pass. So you go to punch this dude, and he is small and fast. He just starts skittering around the floor. What are the other two going to attempt to do?
I'm going to run forward and attempt to hit them with my foam gun to try to lock them in place.
Okay. Go ahead. That will also be a combat check, as you're using it as a weapon.
All right, and since I don't have any I only have computers, hacking, linguistics, and mathematics. I wouldn't add anything to it, correct?
No, you don't have combat or an industrial equipment skill, so I don't think any of those would apply in this case. So it'd just be a straight combat check.
All right, that is a 10, and it was a success. So now I roll damage, correct?
Yes.
That will be 1. And let me double check it. they need to make a body save or become stuck. It's a strength check.
Okay. Yeah, it's a body save to see if he's stuck, and if he's stuck, then he rolls a strength check to get out. But let's see if he's stuck.
Oh, okay.
Okay, critical failure. All right. So yeah, you run up and just spray the shit out of him with your foam gun. Does a little bit of damage to him, not much, but he is now stuck. What would Vil like to do?
Phil's going to check the dead body for a weapon, anything at all. He's going to probably knock it onto the floor if he doesn't see anything immediately, and then starts just staring at the body. He's not going to crouch down, because if the goblin goes through these two, he's going to punch the shit out of him.
Okay. On this body, you do not find any weapon, but you do find a cassette player with a tape inside it. Don't know. It has no markings. It doesn't say what's recorded, but at any time you could play that and listen to it.
So are we talking boombox or handheld?
Like a handheld, just like a little small tape recorder that you just like speak into.
I'll pick that up and I'll set that down on the desk next to the chair, or whatever it is. I apologize, I don't remember. And then I will end my turn.
Okay. Oh yeah, you don't have a weapon. You can attempt to just punch this thing.
Oh,
if you would like to
run up. Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, the way combat kind of works in this is you can move a small amount and like do one action, which looking through that body, I'd say is just a free action. Or if the only action you want to do is run, you could like enter a whole other room.
Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to punch him. I'm going to aim. I will crouch down for this and aim for the back of his knee in hopes that might disorientate him as he's fighting the other two. I don't know if that's too specific, but that's what I'm imagining. But let me know what I need to roll.
Okay. No, you could be extremely specific in this. Like anything,
okay, great.
like ask a lot of questions that anything you think could help you out, and that will be again a combat roll. But I'd say because Rindez has him stuck in foam, that you will have advantage on it.
Awesome.
Because this thing cannot move right now.
I got a 52 and a 57. I fail with a combat of 31.
Okay. Whenever you click to roll a check, you can actually click advantage. Go ahead and remove one stress because that would have just counted as one roll.
Got it. Okay, so I'm at 4. Thank you. That's why advantage it would be important for the buttons. I will remember that. Appreciate it.
No problem. And this thing can't move. His legs are foamed, but the goblin is going to attempt to just wildly slash around with his knife. I'd say he is going to make an attack on Rindez since he is the one that foamed him up. And he's going to make an attack on Mr. Man, because that was the first one he was looking at. So he's just going to wildly swing this knife around. First attack. It's a success. Second attack. Also a success. I'll just roll damage once. Both of you are taking 5 damage. On your sheet, you can just click take damage, and it will automatically subtract it from any armor you might currently be wearing.
You noticeably see Vale do like a oh as you guys get hit. Did I get hit? I didn't get hit. Did I?
No, it went to Rindez and Mr. Man.
I got a tourniquet.
So you see him like spark a little bit.
But
He is but a flesh wound.
Total lie.
That is the goblin's turn. So then it is back to you all. You can either attempt to keep beating the shit out of the goblin or run from him and see what is around here that might help out.
Mr. Man
I'd
is
like
gonna pull out his revolver and just shoot him in the head.
Okay, go ahead and roll combat again with advantage since he's still stuck.
Do I add military training?
Yes, you can add military training to it. I'd say you've definitely trained to use a gun.
Success.
All right, then go ahead and just click the damage button, and it'll automatically roll that for you. 9, not bad. That was almost max. Okay. What are the other two doing? Rendez and Vil.
I'm in deep thought. Give me a moment.
I'll say I have something I'd like to try if you don't mind.
What is it?
I'm going to take my hand welder and essentially try to cut a line across his forehead. Since it does a bleeding damage, the intent is essentially to cause the blood to fall down and kind of blind him since it'd be going right in his eyes.
Okay, and to let you know, it doesn't make him bleed right away. I would roll, if it does a wound to him, I would roll a bleeding wound, and that might cause him to bleed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wounds are whenever you take a wound, then you roll a wound depending on what kind of damage it was, and bad shit happens. But you can go ahead and still roll the attack for it. Again, with advantage. Right. I would say if you critically fail hitting him, it is going to bust the foam, and he's going to get out.
All right. Let's hope I don't then. It was a 57 failure.
Okay, so it didn't break his foam, but he manages to just kind of duck his head down as you swipe at him with the hand welder.
Boy, does the stress build fast in this game.
Oh yeah. And have you decided what you're doing, Phil?
I'm gonna look around and see if the hand arm I threw from the command station is nearby, and if it is, I'm gonna quickly pick it up and whack the goblin in the head.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I'd say that you probably just tossed it near the body. You could run over and grab it and smack him.
I think the body's over here, and then I run back over here. And I smack the body. Schwack.
What side of the armor are you using to hit him?
Left? I don't understand the question. I'm looking for...
Like, are you using the shoulder part or, like, the hand?
Oh, I am doing the... Wow, that's a great question. I'm smart enough to know that probably using the heavier side, so I'm going to go with the arm and holding the hand, more like the wrist, and whacking him with it. Good point. Thank you.
All right, go ahead and roll your combat check.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. Thank you. Advantage? No?
Yes, he is still stuck.
38 failure. Dang, that was close.
All right, I am going to roll to see if he breaks out of the foam. I rolled twice since he does have disadvantage, and both times were a success. So he busts out of the foam, and that is his turn, and he immediately runs away and hops back into the vent, and you just hear him and hear him running off into the distance inside the vent.
The green midget got away.
Did you scare it?
The fuck was that?
And every time he enters or leaves a room, every time he laughs, you take a point of stress.
Oh, so we take another one?
Yes, that's just like an ability of the goblins, is every time it enters or leaves, he laughs and it gives you 1 stress.
That's nasty. Okay. I'm still
But
trying to figure out which one of the two the goblin was scared of, and I light a cigarette and I put on the Vex suit completely and zip it up.
okay. And as the goblin jumps into the vent, he drops. You see 4 little sharp teeth that are obviously not human teeth.
I do have a quick question mechanically. Is there a point at which we should inform you of a certain level of stress that we hit?
No, I can see your stress, so I can keep an eye on it.
All right, no problem.
Where were the
But-
teeth again?
The teeth are just like outside the vent. Like as he jumped into the vent, like you just see them like fall out of his pocket
Okay,
and just around the floor.
the Vex suit has gloves, right?
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
vac
good.
suit is like, imagine that's like your stereotypical like normal like astronaut suit. Like that's for going out into space with.
I take my little machine device that goes ping and I aim it at those teeth just to be sure there's nothing fucked up on them or fracked up on them.
You can use language unless you don't like to cuss, but I'd say, I mean, they look disgusting. They're like black and yellow and jagged and sharp, so they're obviously not human teeth, but it doesn't ping that there's like any sort of disease on them or anything.
I'll pick one of them up and try and put it in the end of the arm.
Okay. Then that appears to be all that is in this room. There's the cassette that you laid down on the table and the dead body, but nothing else really grabs your attention in this room.
Question. How hard would it be to remove the other arm from the body?
With your hand welder, I would say not hard at all, because that hand welder is designed to like cut through airlocks and weld shit. That would just tear a body apart.
Mr. Mann being jealous of his compatriot's new weapon, he also wants one. And would ask him to remove the arm from the body. The other arm.
I'll nod and Vil will pick up another tooth and hand it to you. There's 2 more.
Yeah, if Rendez wants to cut the arm off, that's absolutely no problem. No roll needed for that. The body's just laying there dead, so you spark up the welder and just burn through bone and tissue and just pull the other arm clean off the body.
All right. Then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the vents, and if I'm able to, I'd like to try to weld them shut.
Absolutely. I would say make a speed check to do it quickly, or an intellect check to try and do it right, but might take a little longer.
I'll go with intellect just to do it right. You just see his brain essentially start sparking from stress.
Okay. But like I said, failure, at least in combat, it does mean you usually don't hit what you're trying to hit. But outside of combat, a failure just means something bad might happen. But it takes you a while, and it is noisy. But you do eventually get that vent kind of welded shut. I would say the goblin might be able to break out, but it would take a while. He would have to really damage the vent and push it out. So I will just go ahead and hide that vent there for now, as it cannot be currently climbed into.
So Vil at this point is obviously smoking something other than a cigarette and trying to figure out what to do next. So he breaks out the machine that goes ping again and runs it upon Mr. Man.
Okay. Mr. Man isn't very hurt. He took a scratch. He might be like lightly bleeding, but he's not like bleeding out or anything. He's not very hurt.
Okay, and then I'll do the same upon Rendez.
Okay. I mean, I'd say with both of them, you, especially Rendez, you could tell that there's like an elevated heartbeat, which as a scientist, you'd know probably just adrenaline and stress. But again, he's not like dying or anything. He's just taken a flesh wound.
Okay. I gotta look up a word. Thank you for the information.
No problem.
He's but a flesh wound, little man. I'm all right.
Yeah, from
Phil
here,
nods.
there is that
looking in his
cassette
bag.
tape you put down, or you can head into the common area.
I mean, I'm good with y'all trying to head to the common area if you are.
Yeah, let's go. And then as he says that, he'll just straight up walk through the door.
Okay, yeah, I'd say now that you're in the station, normally these doors kind of are automatic and just slide to the side. In this common area, it's just kind of, like I said, it's a large kind of cafeteria. You can see a large central operations table. Like at one side of the room, people kind of have meetings here and just talk in the cafeteria. There's a small kitchen in one corner. These little symbols are just tables and chairs and stuff around. But you see that there is a blood trail heading into this other room here that's marked observation.
Boys, we got some bleeding. And he'll like motion towards the blood trail.
Vil at this point is opening up his medical journal that he forgets reading and is trying to find what a vaccine does just in case he needs to use it while he stumbles into the common room and tries to figure out where the body is and or blood. He starts looking around, trying not to step on anything.
Okay. The vaccine would be used for like if there was some sort of disease you got, but I'll just go ahead and say this little module, like there's no risk of disease. I'd say if you wanted to, you could use it like to stab the goblin.
I'm going to use it as a last resort and not let anyone know as I put my medical journal back into my bag. The arm is hanging out with a hand bobbling next to me, and I try and find a body.
Okay. Yep, there's no body in the common room, but it leads through this door into the observation room. And you also see another room to your south and another room to your north.
Well,
labeled equipment and upper hab. And yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, well, this is happening. I'm going to move over to this vent and start trying to weld it shut just so we can't get flanked from behind as easily. Since you're trying to eliminate roots.
Alrighty. Since you aren't a teamster and it will take you like a little bit of thinking, go ahead and make another intellect roll with it.
I love the fail.
I'd say you do get it welded, but as you crouch down and weld at it, you see a little face peek out and it just takes a stab at you. The goblin was sitting inside there, and as soon as it sees you, it just and takes a stab.
Would we hear this?
It's
Oh yeah,
not
you
a
definitely
laugh.
hear it like screech at him.
It's not a laugh. Please don't let it be a
For
laugh.
6
Robo
damage.
Fran, I'm here to help. What happened?
Damn thing stabbed me through the fucking vents.
I have a shot.
Yep, if anyone wants to, you all currently see it. I say it is like turning its back to run away, but anyone who wants to take a shot at it,
Can I grab
go
it
ahead.
and pull it out of the vent?
Absolutely. I'd say make a speed or strength check.
Do I need to add athletics or anything, or is it just a check?
You could definitely add athletics. I'd say that applies to it.
Rip.
Okay. I'll say you do grab onto it, but it is going to. This time it's not using its knife. It is going to bite your hand. Attempt to bite your hand. And this time, you don't actually take damage. You now have +1 bleeding, which until that is fixed, if someone has a med kit or if someone has an idea of how to staunch the bleeding, then the bleeding will stop. But you will take like 1 point of damage basically pretty often until you get that bleeding stopped.
Do I start that now or just whenever you say?
Yeah, go ahead and lose 1 point of health.
Okay, seeing that, I was going to run in, but instead I will back up and be right behind him, Mr. Man. I will change that in the map in a moment. I do not have, I'm terribly sorry to say, a medical kit that I can find on my character sheet, but however, I'd like to take my lab coat from my bag that I'm not wearing because I'm a pilot now, and I would like to see if I can tourniquet it or wrap it around the bleeding, maybe to help it stop in some fashion. And I'm willing to roll anything, but I'm hoping for intellect because that is a 47.
I'd say with that, if you're like willing to lose that armor to stop his bleeding, then it just happens. You just start tearing up your lab coat and stop his bleeding.
Sweet. Okay. Destroyed.
Alright.
Thank you, smart man.
If they're still in the vent, I'd like to try to use my foam gun on them to try to lock them in place.
Yeah. I'd say with the failed strength check from Mr. Man, he grabbed onto him for a second and got bit, and then as he pulls his hand back, the goblin runs away. So you can still go ahead and close the vent, but the goblin's no longer visible inside it.
Alright, I'll just continue trying to weld the vent shut then.
Okay. I won't have you roll again. You've failed once, and the bad thing that happens was that you got stabbed, but you do eventually get that vent welded.
Oh yeah, what was the damage for the stab?
6.
Oh fuck.
The green midget bit the hand that fed it.
You know, my cigarette is not a cigarette at this point. It smells almost like mushrooms, possibly. And maybe something else. I'm not sure myself. And he looks over at Rendez and will like to just judge his wounds and see if I have anything or I can find anything that might be able to bandage him up.
He isn't currently bleeding or anything, but there's something called a stim pack that you might be able to find in a stim pack, like Fallout. It does heal health.
Ooh.
You all just have to find one.
Okay.
Do we know the rooms around us? Do we know the names of them? Like, are there signage?
Yeah, I'd say there's like little plaques on the door or beside the door that mark what they are.
There might
And
be a stim jack in the habitation area above us if we want to go look at it.
And just as a reminder, the blood trail you saw goes into the observation room. But you all are free to choose whichever place you want to go to first.
And I'll say that there are, well, hold on. There's, might be weapons that way. And he'll point towards the south. And that equipment.
No use in weapons if we're dead.
Lead on.
Okay, so you all are going to Hab first.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Man will walk straight through the door and start looking for I'm assuming he knows what the stem thing looks like, so he'll start looking for it.
Yeah, all of you would know what a stim pack looks like. They're like common in this world, especially for workers that can get injured. So, I will say, just go ahead and roll a D100. Which to roll just a flat D100, there's like a, yeah, you found it. There you go. Okay. Yes, you do find one stim pack. And as you all are searching this room, you hear a human crying in one of the bedrooms to the side. See that there's one bedroom to the left, one bedroom to the right. There's the name Wyrick on one of the bedrooms and Benson on another bedroom.
I'm going to go to the vent and check it for a goblin. And if I don't see anything, I will stupidly put my ear up to it so in case it approaches, I can warn the others.
Okay.
I will. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. You put your ear to it, and you can hear like some light thudding, but it doesn't sound very close right now.
I'll whisper, "He's not close."
Copy that, and I'll give the stem to the robot.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead
I'll go.
and go ahead and roll 2 d10s, and one of them is for how much health you get back, and the second d10 is for how many minutes it kind of gives you like an adrenaline rush. After taking a stim pack, you have advantage on all rolls for however many minutes you roll on the d10.
I got 2 too. Son of a bitch. I may be dead soon.
But as you all are searching in here, the crying stops and you hear someone like, who's out there? Or is it people? Is the thing gone? And kind of crawling out of one of the bedrooms, like almost in the fetal position, just crawling, is this man. He's got a revolver in one hand, and he looks around at the three of you, and he's like, oh, there's more people. Like, oh, rescue's here. Like, this is fucking shitty, man. This is fucking shitty.
Keep your voice down. Keep your voice down. Keep your voice down. Damn.
He was like, it was just another day. It was a normal fucking day. And then this little green thing, he's in the walls, man. He comes out of the vents. He's in the walls.
And I point over at Mr. Man as I say, "Sergeant, take his weapon."
I move over and say, "Hand me your weapon for safety," and try to like remove it from his hand.
Yeah, it's no problem at all. This dude is like in shock. He doesn't put up a fight. You just take it out of his hand.
So do I add that to my thing? Is there a way to add what weapon was it?
A revolver.
Before I take my head away from the vent, I'm going to listen one more time to see how close he might be before I step away to let Rendez meld the vent.
Okay. He sounds like he is coming close. Make me a fear save as you start to hear
No.
of its
He's
little.
close. He's close. Hold on. I'm
And
getting
since
there.
you're near me, that will be a disadvantage.
95 failure. I rolled a 52 on the other one.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of just lock up in fear for a minute as everyone just watches the goblin just jump out of this vent here. And you can either keep that revolver, Mr. Man, or you can hand it over to someone else.
I will be handing it over to what's his name? To the line.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm shakingly taking it.
Yeah, for Valine, just in your weapons, you can click add weapons and click revolver. And then free, because you all aren't actually purchasing it, you just found it.
I'm gonna go ahead and try. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, what is everyone doing as Goblin just pops up out of this vent, just shaking his knife around, looking between the four of you?
I'm gonna go ahead and try to foam gun him in place again.
Okay.
I hope it works this time, please. Success.
Hell yeah. Now he makes a body save to see if he actually gets stuck.
Either way he takes the damage, I'm happy.
Yep, he takes 1 damage. That's all the foam gun can do. But he doesn't appear stuck. As you start foaming him, he just kind of wiggles around and doesn't get the majority of the foam. So he isn't stuck in place, but he did take 1 damage.
Then I'm gonna back away because I feel squishy right now, even though I'm part metal.
Okay.
I'm going to fire the pistol at the monster with advantage. No advantage because he did not get stuck.
Yep, it'll just be a basic roll.
74, fail.
Okay, yeah, you're shaking from fear as you saw this thing running at you, and the bullet just like ricochets off the side of the vent. Just ding-ding-ding-ding. And I'll say, Benson here is shaking in fear, and doesn't have his revolver anymore, but he's going to run up and just try. He's just like, oh fuck, there it is, and he runs up and just tries to kick the thing. Oh, success.
Yes.
And let's see here. Sheet, add weapon. All right. So he deals 5 damage to it.
Okay, question.
Yep.
If I use the arm as a weapon, will it count as hand-to-hand combat?
I'd say, yeah, it's a melee weapon, so yeah, that could count as hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, Mr. Man will run up to the goblin and say, "You need a shoulder to cry on," and just whack the crap out of him with the arm.
All right, go ahead.
So, is there a way to add a custom damage, or how do that?
I'd say with the goblin teeth inside, it'll do 1d10 damage. But yes, you actually can add custom weapon. There on your sheet is a custom weapon button, and just type like where it says custom weapon, just put like arm, and then add damage type and put a d10.
Oh, I failed.
Okay, So, who failed? Vil and Mr. Man? Okay. And Rendez ran away. So, Benson kicks the goblin and he kind of falls over a little bit, and then he stands up and he's going to just wildly swing his knife at Vil and Mr. Man. Gonna roll for Vil first. And Mr. Man? Ooh, okay. But Vil, ooh, that's a big one. You are taking 12 damage.
That's with my Vex suit, right? I don't know what that does yet.
Yes, the armor of the vac suit, like if you just click take damage on your, if you're looking at your character sheet and click take damage, it'll automatically subtract it from your vac suit. Like instead of subtracting by 12, click take damage and put 12 and it'll automatically subtract it from your armor.
No problem. I'll get there.
Then your armor will be broken. Armor is kind of a one-time use, like the armor value just prevents that much damage.
Thank you.
That's a very interesting mechanic.
I fingered it out.
And I'd say since he critically failed to hit Mr. Man, Mr. Man, you can make one more attack on him as he goes to stab at you and just kind of stumbles over himself. And...
Rip.
Damn, okay. And then he is going to... He takes his slashes and runs back into the vent. And as he runs, you see him drop what looks to be a wineskin. And I'll say, there's only enough for one person, but whoever drinks it, it will remove 2 stress.
I may need that.
I'm gonna also reach for it, so I'm gonna stare at you for a minute.
No, I'm looking at your stresses now, Vlon. V-Line, you take it.
I'm gonna swallow it immediately. Like as I see him walk up, I will rush over and grab it and drink it down, and then I'll hand it over to him if he wants to like see if there's anything left. Phil's an asshole. I don't know why, but that's how he's being played. He's a pilot. But yeah, so that's what he does. And at this point, he's visibly shaken, and he's giving the revolver to anybody, even the new guy at this point.
Yeah, the new guy is also visibly shaken. He looks absolutely terrified. He's not even really paying attention to what's happening. So if he'll take it if no one else does, but Rendez can take it if he wants it. Okay, then I guess you see a name tag. Z Benson is this guy's name, and Benson will take the revolver.
Mr. Benson, how long have you been on this station?
I'm actually I'm mission lead. I'm kind of I was in charge of the whole crew on this station. I never expected something like this to ever happen. I mean, I've been on this station for maybe going on 3 years now, and I mean, I could say we've never been attacked by a fucking goblin before.
That's right.
Do you know how the green midget got on here?
I have no idea. I have no idea how he could get in here. He must have been maybe aboard a supply ship or something and snuck in here when they delivered the goods to us.
Medical term is a little green person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not aware of the correct nomenclature. I'll remember that little green person. All right. he looks around. He's like, I don't know how many of us are left alive. I heard some screams from the comms room, and I think I saw someone run across the hall in the common room, but as far as I know, I might be the only one left alive.
Do y'all want to go check out that blood trail from earlier? Or do y'all want to go check out the equipment from below?
I'd like the equipment room, please. There might be something in there we can use.
Mr. Man will head over to the equipment room.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Benson definitely does not want to be left alone. He is following right behind. He's just looking at all the corners. He looks at the vent, notices that it is welded shut. He's like, oh yeah, smart thinking. Just walks into.
I'm not going to leave Rendez alone, so I'm going to make sure that I stay at the archway, I guess, the doorway, and keep both the doors open. I don't know if there's two, if there is, and then make sure I can keep an eye on what's going on in the equipment room.
Okay, I'd say there's only one door there. I'll move that. And then just so you all are aware, these dotted lines that you're seeing is like the vent duct. You all can travel along that line through the vents.
Okay, I'm gonna do something smart this time. I'm first going to stick my foam gun in and block the passageways before trying to weld this thing shut. I don't want to get stabbed again.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, that will use one of the shots of your foam gun, but I won't make you roll for anything. I mean, you're just spraying a vent.
Give me a moment to deduct a shot. And then what should I roll for welding? Intelligence again?
No, I'd say right now, the goblin has ran away. He's not currently nearby, so it takes you a little bit of time, but you do end up. You've already welded a few shut. You do end up welding that vent shut. I'm going to roll something real quick. Failure. Okay. You hear banging through one of the vents you have previously welded. Sounds like the goblin's trying to kick one of them open, but hasn't managed to do it so far. Then I assume you all are meeting up in the equipment room with the others?
Yes.
I mean, you all can split up if you want. Like it actually adds to some of the tension, like being the stupid characters in a horror movie that do split up.
I'm gonna make sure I can keep an eye on what's going on. Phil is an asshole, and he keeps saying if the android doesn't move, then I don't move. But now, then I will go down into the equipment room. Yes.
Okay. Inside the equipment room, you see there are a few busted up cabinets and a locked cabinet. The busted up cabinet's easy enough to just kind of start. Takes a little bit of finagling, but you're able to get them open. And inside is another hand welder and a crowbar. Inside the locked
Mr.
cabinet,
Man can take the crowbar. Oh, sorry.
You're good. For the locked cabinet, I would say someone. Well, actually, I would believe you could just cut the lock off with the hand welder. But I'd say to do it quickly, it will be a speed check from whoever wants to cut the lock off.
I'll take the other.
I'll give it a shot, but I probably won't do a speed check. I'll probably just do regular.
Okay, would it be faster to just hit it with the crowbar?
If you want to bash it with the crowbar, you could use strength. Whoever has a high strength can try to bash it open with the crowbar.
Okay, let me try bashing it open real quick, and then you can cut it.
And I'd say you could
Do I need
definitely
to add
use.
athletics or anything?
I'd say you could definitely use athletics or hand to hand. You are using a melee weapon.
Riv.
Okay, so you absolutely bang the shit out of it. It is loud and it echoes. If the goblin didn't know where you are, he definitely heard that. But you do manage to bust it open. And inside, you find a flare gun. You find one box of revolver ammo, which would give you another 6 bullets. You can just, like, where it says reloads, you can add one to the reload, whoever wants it. And you find a hazard suit, which is like the stereotypical, like, hazmat plastic, like, not plastic, you can't breathe the plastic. I don't know what the fuck they're made out of, but you see like a hazmat
Plexiglass?
suit of armor. Yeah.
Mr. Man will take the ammo.
Okay. Yeah, and there is only one suit of armor, so you all will have to decide who takes that, if anybody's taking it.
I'll step up and say, I'm dumb enough. And he'll reach out his hand.
Okay, easy enough. Yeah, it's just kind of hanging up in the locker. You're able to just grab it out of the locker and unzip it and start putting it on. So kind of like you added the vac suit, this one is a hazard suit.
Okay, I'll do that. Got it. Okay, and then I will take point when we go into the next room.
Okay. So you all headed down.
Do we want to go up to the observation to go follow that blood trail from earlier?
No, Sergeant, I don't, but follow your lead. I'll walk forward.
Alrighty, sir.
And the good news is, something pretty cool you can do in this is if one of you die, then one of whoever dies can take over Benson. He can be made a player character, and you all can then use him. But yeah, as you enter into the observation room, the blood trail continues into a room marked servers, which all of you could imagine is probably just like a data center where all of their information is stored. But looking at observations, there are large screens all along the outer walls, showing nearby images of stars and several spectrums. So there is another blood trail leading into the other room. There's 4 chairs bolted to the floor sitting in front of control panels. And there's just printed reports on solar flares and anomalous spatial readings that are just covering the floor. It looked like there's been some damage in here, and papers just went flying all around this place. And of course, that icon on the map is another vent.
Not seeing Rendez, I'm going to light up the welder and torch the vent immediately.
I will prepare the arm in case something jumps out to just smack it.
Okay. Vil, make either a speed or intellect.
Intellect. We're going to take our time on this one. It's the first time. Success. 35.
Okay, you start to hear his little footsteps echoing down the duct, but he does not reach it before you just seal it shut.
I'll do an elbow to Mr. Man's elbow and then walk back towards the center of the observation room.
All right.
Good job, Mr. Man. Nope, that's not your character name. Vil.
Mr. Phil. No. He nods. You too. You too.
Do we want to check out the servers? You said the blood trail goes into the server room, correct? Like there's not a
Yes.
body in the observation room?
Yeah, no, the blood trail continues on into the other room.
I struggle to put the welder out, and then I'm assuming it's like hanging off my shoulder. I lay it like so it's swaying near my hip. I'm gonna fold my arms and stare up at the different screens. And are any of them functioning or no?
Oh yeah, they're all functioning. As a scientist, like I said, they're all just like kind of reports of the atmosphere in this area and monitoring like the stars and the planet. It's just a bunch of readouts of space shit.
Can I use any of them maybe to see if the ship has a security system?
Yeah, looking about it, there's like an emergency system that will activate like an emergency beacon, which is how it was found out that this place is under attack, but there's not like a laser defense or anything like that on it.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll walk over to the door where Mr. Man wants to go.
Okay. You hear more banging in a vent far away, but he is not out of it yet. And inside the server room, you find there's 3 huge mainframes along the walls. Like I said, it's just like a server room that you've seen in a movie or anything like that. A chair and small desk with a terminal sit along the outer wall below a small window. And absolutely, this is pointed near a nearby sun. And this room is absolutely covered in bright light. And go ahead, whoever wants to make a intellect roll.
I can go ahead and do it. Would I be able to add any of my things to it since I'm like hacking computers, all that?
This is to see if you figure something out. So I'd say that those won't apply. It's just a straight intellect.
And anyone can roll it?
Yep.
I finally succeeded on intellect roll.
Okay.
It's possible.
Wow. All of you did. So this room is extremely bright, and thinking about it a little bit, you know the goblin's eyes are very large, which means that if he were to experience very bright lights, it would probably not feel good to him. It would probably hurt him quite a bit. But as you all are kind of searching this area and thinking about it, crawling out from behind one of the mainframe servers, you see another man holding a crowbar, and it looks like he has been bleeding quite a bit. He's managed to stop the bleeding, but he looks pretty wounded. His leg is all gashed up, and you can see that he's just like tied a shirt around it, and it is absolutely just red. And he looks, he's like, oh, thank God there's more people here. And Benson comes in, he's like, oh, Benson, you're still alive. Like, oh, awesome. It's like, I assume you all are here because of the emergency beacon? You all are here to rescue us?
Aye. What a rescue party. And I break out the machine that goes ping and I do a scan.
Yeah, he has his heart rate I'd say his heart rate is actually kind of slow from the amount of blood loss. He's still conscious and functioning, but he's pretty hurt. But he grabs the crowbar and he's like, well, there's more of us than that thing. I say we find it and beat the living shit out of it.
I'm all down for that plan. I got a hand to settle with it.
Are we sure that's only the one, though?
Well, I think so. No, I haven't ever seen more than one at a time. And usually when it's out somewhere, I don't hear another one. So I think there's only one.
All right, we'll safely assume that then. Should we try to shut it off so we can lure it in here then?
Try to shut what off?
The rest of the vent, it's what we've been doing so far is moved. If we shut all the vents except the one in here, we can lure it into here.
Yeah, the two, Benson and Reed is the other guy's name. They look at you and they're like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's try that. Then
I'm gonna ask, what's the new guy's name?
Reed.
I'm gonna ask Reed. Is there a way to turn it off or cover it?
I mean, not without he looks at this one. He's like, well, welding it will do it. Or you could try to, he holds up his crowbar. He's like, we could try to just beat the shit out of it and hopefully it'll close in on itself.
Oh, I'm talking about the light. I'm sorry. Inside the server's room, you said there's like sunlight, right? Is there a way to close that and then reopen it? You know, lure him in here into darkness and then flash the light.
Yeah, it's just a window. I'd say that there's probably like a metal screen or something that you could pull down to block the light and then reopen it and let the light come in.
I'll go over and I'll shut the window. Good idea.
All right.
I say that as I say good idea as I walk past Brandon's.
So you all are then going to try to like reopen the vent in this room?
Yeah. So then that way
I can take a whack at it.
yeah, the goblin can think it's dark and then we run in and open up the window, whoever one of us survives. And I'll explain that in character. All right, so we're gonna get him in there and then we're gonna open the vent. Hopefully a fricassees or fries.
All right. So I'd say you don't need to roll anything to reopen the vent. You all have tools, a crowbar, hand welder. So you all just take a little bit of time and start prying back at it and cutting through the metal, and it is usable again.
Can I try to make excessive noise to try to like lure the goblin?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can just, that's just like a free action. You can just start yelling or whatever you want to do to try and get its attention.
I'm gonna yell into the vent, "Come fight me, child!"
Okay. Yeah, and you hear echoing through the duct. You hear coming closer. Everyone takes a point of stress. And then
I'll be right next to the vent just so the moment it tries to pop out, I can foam gun it.
okay.
If you foam gun it, can we still move it? Like, is it stuck to the floor or is it stuck to its own feet?
Yeah, it'll be stuck like where it's standing. If the thing fails its save to not be stuck, it'll just be right there. But I would say if it's stuck, you could make a strength check yourself to like pick him up and carry him. But yeah, as you all are yelling into the vent and making noise, you hear the little footsteps just and it crawls out of the vent and raises its knife, looks at you all and just what is everybody doing? You can attempt to attack it now or just run and see if it'll follow you. The choice is yours.
I'll go ahead and foam gun him.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Failure. And is it a action to reload?
It is an action to reload, yeah.
Alrighty then, good to know. I will then back the fuck up.
All right, I'll say Benson is going to like come to the side here. Him and Reed. Benson's going to take a shot at him. Oh, succeeds. Wow, surprising. takes a shot for 4 damage, and Benson, after Reed... No, Benson's the one that shot. After Benson shoots, Reed runs forward and is going to try to bash him with the crowbar. Reed fails, but Benson got a shot off. And that is actually going to be a wound to the goblin. Benson shoots, and you hear the breaking of bones inside the goblin. Just goes through the rib cage, and you're little green guy just. What would Mr. Man and Vil like to do?
Mr. Man is going to walk over and try to hit him with the arm to push him away from the vent, kind of like baseball swing it, so that he can't escape.
Okay. Go ahead, and doing that, I'd say you could either roll combat or strength and still add your hand-to-hand.
Let me show you some hands-on action. Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, the goblin hops out of the vent, and you run over after he gets shot and swing at him, and he's kind of pushed over here to Reed. And then, Vil, it is your turn.
Okay. Everyone's in combat, that's cool. I'm gonna take a step over towards the server room. And I'm going to do nothing at all. Right now. Yeah.
Okay, if that's your only action, you can completely go into the server room if you're just running.
No, because I'm not sure what everybody's doing yet, so I'm just gonna hang out here for a moment.
Okay.
And
so
I did want to mention that everyone received an extra point of stress because I failed my save from earlier. Was it a stress or sanity? Oh, it was sanity. Yeah. So I failed my sanity check. I just saw this on my
it was a fear save. You failed.
Oh, a fear. Okay, no, never mind. We're good. Okay, sorry. All right, that's it. That's all I do.
Okay, so he gets pushed in. The goblin gets pushed into Reed, and he is going to attempt to stab Reed here. Boop. Yeah, Reed was already not looking good. He gets pushed into Reed and just drags his knife like down his chest into his stomach, and intestines just pour out, and Reed just is down.
Is he down or dead?
He's dead.
He real dead. Intestines on the outside dead. That's not good.
And then
Poor man. No.
he is going to make a slash at the dude that hit him. That pushed him. He's trying to stay away from Benson's gun, so he's going to kind of hop over and take one stab at Mr. Man. For 12 damage. But then it is player's turn.
I'm doing hand gestures nonchalantly towards the server room, and I'm whistling, and I'm gonna walk in and stand over by the window, ready to open it.
Can I poke the goblin to try to get it to follow me into the server room? Like taunt it, basically? Can I taunt it to make it follow me?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You see, as Vil walks over there by himself, the goblin kind of looks over his shoulder, watching Vil, enter that room and seems to be interested in following him already, since he went by himself right now.
Is there a roll or something I need to do to taunt him, or can I just yell at him?
I would say make a speed check to get into the room before the goblin does.
Athletics?
Absolutely. Okay. Before I continue, what is Rindez doing? Vincent is going, while this goblin is kind of just standing there preparing, Vincent is going to try to take one more shot at him. He fails it. He's shaken with fear a little bit and just can't get the pistol lined up right. And boom, it just hits the wall behind the goblin.
His dude's intestines are on the floor. I mean, it's hard not to be shaken up by that.
Yeah, actually, considering that, everybody make a panic check, that is, you go to the roll category and click other, and then there's panic. As, yeah, you just watched a man be disemboweled in front of your face.
Oh, I'm frightened. Fun.
All nearby crew members gain 2 stress that are around me. I'm jumpy.
Okay, so yeah, Rindez.
Am I near you?
Yeah, you're pretty close to him. And then also from a panic check from you, Vil, since you also watched him be disemboweled.
Right.
I just found dice.
So
I'm doing it now.
You what?
5, failure. Coward. Gain a new condition. You must make a fear save to engage in violence, otherwise you flee. Oy.
Okay.
And if I
Go ahead.
moved into attack, would I have to make a fear save because I have phobia and it says when encountering what trying you make a fear save?
I would say that will happen next time you see it. Right now, I mean, you've already, you're watching it right now, but next time you see it, you'll have to make a fear save.
Alrighty then. For my turn, I'm going to move in, and this time I'm going to go for actual damage, so I'm going to take my hand welder and try to do the cut above the brow again.
All right, go ahead.
Failure.
Okay, so yeah, this little guy is fast as shit. He just kind of ducks down and misses it, and he is going to make both an attack on you and Mr. Man. Ooh, critical failure. Critical success. Okay.
Oh my.
So so I said that it was going to Rindez first. That's the critical failure. So as he goes to stab you, you just kind of step to the side, and I will let you attempt to attack him one more time for that critical failure. That was to Rindez.
What do you need?
Since it critically failed attempting to attack you, I'm letting you get another free attack on it as he runs up to you and you just kind of back out of his way.
I'll go with the hand welder again then. Critical failure. Fuck.
Okay, so whenever you critically fail, that is another panic check.
Oh, fuck.
And then he did hit Mr. Man, so that is...
Oh, this is a fun one. Death Wage.
All right. So, Mr. Man, you take another 10 damage, but I'll say you do manage to get into the server room with Vil, but the goblin just slashes at the back of your leg as you're running away.
I've taken 1 wound. How does that work?
Okay, now go back to the roll category and click wound and click bleeding.
Vil will have to take 1 point of stress.
Noted.
Yep, that doesn't. It's not actually doing bleeding damage to you. If it was, it'd be like bleeding +1 or +2. But yeah, you see Mr. Man hobble into the room, and his leg is just scarred up. His leg looks a little mangled.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
But now we are back to the players. If the 2 in the servers just want to stay in the server room, that's completely fine. But what is Brindez doing?
Where's the little green man?
I'm probably going to hold up. Let me just double check the map and to see what I can do. I'll probably run into the server room, reloading my foam gun as I'm running.
All right, it's a go ahead and make a speed check as the goblin is going to slash at both you and Benson. Make a speed check to see if you get away from it before the knife hits you.
If I succeed this somehow, I swear. You know what? I'm fine with that. My speed sucks.
Yep. Good news is, like I said, failing forward, you get into the room, but the goblin does manage to get a slash at you for 11 damage. Then he's going to try to hit. Well, actually, Benson needs to roll his attack first. Success.
Vincent,
For
real good
4
with that gun.
damage. Yeah, he's not bad. Usually my NPCs fucking suck. But yep, Rindez takes 11 melee damage. And then Mr. Man, you only took whenever you take a wound, your health goes back up to maximum. So you currently have 1 wound, but you have full health again.
Okay,
That's cool.
And then, yeah, and then you only die whenever you reach your full wounds.
I'll say, is there like a specific wound you take? Because I know that different weapons do different things, or
Yeah, there's some wounds that will insta kill you, even if it's your first wound. Like there's one,
Yeah.
like there's one bleeding wound that will slit your throat and you're just dead. There's, if you're using a gun, there's a wound that is headshot and you're just dead. There's a few wounds, but you only have like a 1 in 10 chance of rolling the auto death wound.
okay. Like I heard about that when I told that friend about this system and he looked into. I heard that there is an insta-death one.
Yeah, each wound category has like a insta-death one, but it's rare to actually roll that wound.
So do I need to roll for a specific wound then?
1 second here. I don't believe you took a wound, did you? I think you still have some health.
Yes,
oh, you
I did.
did.
I took
Okay.
11 damage. I took 11 damage when I had 10 health.
Okay, then yeah, just like I told Mr. Man, go to roll and then wound and then bleeding.
Oh, major cut. Fun.
Yeah, and then that one does have bleeding +2, so until you think of a way to stop that bleeding, you will take 2 damage around, just like automatically.
Can I try to tourniquet his wound with one of my broken armor pieces?
I'd say that one would be a little complicated, so that one will require a intellect roll, as it's not just like wrapping him up with a piece of cloth.
Okay.
But and then I believe I'm going to roll the next attack to see if he hits Benson or not. He actually doesn't manage to hit Benson. So Benson fires at him and dodges the knife and runs into the server room as well. And then the goblin is following. So you can go
As
ahead.
he enters, can I try to like shove him? Question mark. Like knock him prone. Is that a thing in this one? Is prone a thing?
Kinda, yeah. It's I'd say that he won't be able, he'll still be able to attack whoever's near him, but he won't be able to run. He'll have to like pick himself up and then he could swing, but he won't be able to run away.
Would that be like a strength check or something, or?
I'd say strength or combat. Both make sense, whichever one you want to try. You could add your hand to hand. That gives you an extra +5 to that. If you want to remove one stress and re-roll that, you could have used hand to hand.
Oh, much better.
Awesome. And then go back to roll and damage. There's a damage category and click unarmed. Nice.
4.
Yeah, you just how are you hitting them? What are you just like punching them in the face and trying to shove them, or?
I'm gonna go for like a lower ridge liver shot to try to like knock him like out of breath and like kind of, on the ground.
Yeah. So yeah, you just stomach punch, liver shot, and he hits his knees and holds his stomach. What is anybody else doing?
Oh, well, since I is reloaded now, I'd like to go ahead and try my foam gun again.
All right, go ahead. As you're doing that, Benson will also take another shot. He only has 3 shots left.
It
And
was
failed.
a success.
Okay. Then with that, I'm going to have Benson roll again, since he would have had advantage. We'll roll one more time.
Oh, did they fail the save or whatever it is they have to roll?
Oh, shit. Yeah, forgot I have to do that. But he did fail. Yes, he is just there kind of on his knees and foamed up. But Benson still failed his shot. And Vil, I imagine you are opening the window?
Actually, I am going to start welding the door in case he breaks out of the foam like I saw before. So I don't know how long that takes, but I'd be willing to take my time. If it's long time, then I'll try fast. I don't know that.
I'd say in this situation, you could take your time. The goblin will, if he gets out, will attempt to swing at you, or you could use speed and try to do it. Okay.
Success.
The goblin is now going to attempt to break the foam, which is at disadvantage, so that he takes the failure instead of the success. And he manages to wiggle his arms free, but he is still stuck in place. He cannot move. And I believe everyone did an action, so it is back to character actions.
Can I give the NPC my revolver and extra ammo The reload ammo that I grabbed earlier.
Absolutely, yeah. You hand him over some bullets, and he starts reloading. So it will take his turn to reload his gun, but he reloads his revolver and prepares to take another shot. And I'd say that wasn't your full action, just to pass him some bullets, so you can still do something if you want to.
And Vil will swing open the window.
Okay. So I'd say moving and opening the window will be your action, but you open the window and the sunlight comes in, and he just puts his hand over his big old eyes and just lets out a blood-curdling scream. That is instantly a wound to him.
Mr. Man will walk up and say, "Do you like my second-handed weapon?" and whack him with it.
Hell yeah. Oh, critical failure. Okay. That is a panic check from you, Mr. Man.
Evidently, you don't like your other weapon.
It's a bit handsy.
I got to get my grip on it, you know?
Okay. So that one's not too bad. You gain 1 stress, but not too bad. There is a panic check that, you have a heart attack and, lose health. But that didn't happen. So yeah, he's trying to wriggle free out of this foam, and he's just moving too much for you to get a good smack on him. Benson will now take a shot. Ooh. Only 2 damage, but it is damage. And what would Reed like to do? I mean, not Reed, Rendez. Reed's dead. He is disemboweled.
I'm going to go ahead and back up, and I am going to take my welder, and what I'm going to do is try to put it to a lower setting and essentially try to cauterize my wounds.
Okay. So, from the bleeding, go ahead and take 2 damage, but I would say, you know what? You are putting a welder to yourself. I'm going to say you will take a D5 of damage, but you do stop the bleeding.
I mean, a D5 is fair. I expected damage from it, but I figured the wound was more important to take care of.
Yeah, so you do stop the bleeding, but you take 5 damage from just welding your wound closed.
Oh, I thought you said a D5, not 5.
Yeah, I rolled 1d5 and I got 5 on it.
Oh, shit. Oh, my character really just wants to die.
And now Goblin is going to attempt to just keep wriggling. Okay, he has to take the failure. He has disadvantage. So he is still stuck. And top of the round, he's still in this light. So he takes another wound.
Just to confirm, I removed the condition of the wounds I got, but would I remove the wound from the amount of wounds I have?
No, the wounds are permanent until you are out of a module. You can actually explore the world and stuff, and you would have to get medical treatment in order to remove a wound.
So you have to wait for proper treatment, essentially. Good to know.
Yeah. Their stim packs will heal your health, but the only way to remove a wound is to go to a hospital and get proper treatment. But the goblin is still stuck. He's still trying to get away from this bright light. It is everyone else's turn.
Do you happen to
Vincent?
remember which arm I have, the left or the right?
Left.
Thank you.
Yeah, Benson will go ahead and try to take a shot while he is foamed up. But he has advantage. Does not work, though. He lets off a shot, and like this goblin is small, and he is just wriggling around. And Benson cannot get his aim on the goblin. But everyone else can now choose to do something. And you welded this door shut, right?
Oh, yes.
Phil? Okay. We'll go ahead and just remove the door for now, as you all are currently stuck in there with the goblin.
Well, I'd like to move back forward a welder in hand and try to cut above its brow to make it bleed into its eyes, so to blind it essentially, if I get lucky, that is.
Okay, yeah, I will say, like last time, if you critically fail, you will damage the foam and let him free, but only if you critically fail.
Yeah. Advantage since he's in the foam, correct?
Yes.
Success!
All right, go ahead, roll that damage.
10. This is for
10.
rolling a 5 earlier.
10 gives him another wound. Let's see what type of wound he gets. I believe it is bleeding for the hand.
Bleeding. Please blind him. Blood.
Okay.
Please.
So yeah, you do give him a heavy laceration across the head. He's taking an extra 1 damage per round. And I will say, yeah, he is blinded. His next attack will be at disadvantage until he can wipe the blood from his eyes.
The plan finally worked.
Vil will...
Mr. Man will then.
Sorry, go for it.
All right, okay. Mr. Man will walk up and say, "Hey, are you all left?" And then just whack him.
Right. Yeah, as you say that to him, he just looks at you and just... You don't understand what he's saying. He speaks Goblin, but he just looks at you and just yells,
"Fight me, green thing."
Little green person.
Right. You hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Rip.
He's not looking great, though. He's taken some damage. And then, Vil, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna start taking off the hazmat suit as I walk stumbling, pulling it from my feet over to the group. And then I'm gonna look over at Vincent and tap him on the shoulder and say, "Remove your uniform, Corporal." And then I will use the hazmat suit on Mr. Man. And then I will wait with extended hand for the uniform from Vincent.
Okay. Okay, so if you're looking at the map, you should see character roles session. If you go to the session tab, you should see his armor coming in as an incoming item, and you can just accept that and you'll have it in your inventory.
Awesome. All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. So, yep, Mr. Man, it will take your turn to put on the hazmat suit, but you
I was looking
can definitely
to
do that.
use the hazmat suit to stop the bleeding. Apologies.
Oh, Mr. Man wasn't actually bleeding. That was just kind of like a flavor wound. He just he's not taking bleeding damage.
Oh,
so if you want to keep your
android,
so if you want
is whatever his name is he bleeding? Mendez.
No, he used the hand welder
Right, my own wound.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he cauterized his wound with the hand welder.
That's sick. All right. That's what I thought occurred.
Metal.
So, yeah, literally. So then I will take out my welder and join the fray and attack this monster.
Okay. So yeah, if you're not giving anyone the hazmat suit, I am going to give Benson back his crew attire. He's just standing there in his underwear.
And I failed my attack.
You can roll that again. You'd have advantage because the goblin is still stuck in the foam.
Oh, true.
But go ahead and
Success. I'll remove a stress.
Yeah.
He hit on the second attack.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and click damage by your hand builder, and let's see how much
8
damage you do. In 1 second. My headset keeps beeping that it's at low battery. I gotta plug it up real quick.
No problem.
Guys, I'm running out of hand jokes.
So you did
I
8
mean,
damage with the... Okay.
I'll try and think of something. I'm all thumbs right now.
So Goblin is actually taking 9 damage because he is also bleeding a little bit. Not enough to give him a wound, but almost. And then Goblin... He's not going to attempt to break free right now. He is actually going to wildly swing at he's going to wildly swing at both Rendez and Vil, since they just came up and burnt the shit out of him.
I believe you said that's a disadvantage for you because of the blood in the eyes.
Yes, I will roll a disadvantage. That is still a success on the first hit. Disadvantage. Failure on the second one. So, 1 second here. I'm seeing who did the most damage to him, and that's where the success is going to go to. Phil did 8 damage. Rendez did 10. Okay. So, Rendez is the one that's going to get stabbed at first for 12 damage.
Well, there's the second wound.
Good thing you have 3 as an android.
Oh, yeah.
But go ahead and roll another bleeding wound. And hope you don't get your throat slit.
Well, this isn't much better. We'll go with foot severed.
Okay. So I would say losing a foot, that is going to give you, if you ever have to roll a speed check for something, you were going to have disadvantage because you are hobbling on 1 foot. Unless you would rather have disadvantage on attack rolls because you're missing a hand.
My speed already sucks. I'm fine with having a disadvantage on it.
Okay. The goblin automatically takes a wound because he's still stuck in this bright-ass room. But it is now player's turn. Once again, Benson's going to do what he's been pretty decent at and take a shot at him. Roll with advantage. Jesus Christ, now he's sucking. He can't hit shit. Yeah, in this game, even if you roll, as you can see, even if you roll your score, you still fail. You have to roll at least 1 under your score.
Oh, interesting.
But doubles, like if he would have rolled doubles, are always either a critical success or critical failed, depending on, obviously, the number that you roll. Like if he would have rolled a 44, he would have just critically succeeded. But yeah, Benson takes a shot, and he sees you, just this goblin, just absolutely like reach over and cut your foot off, and he just vomits and then just can't hit his shot. But everyone does have an action.
Mr. Man is going to walk up and said, "Sorry to get handsy," and then just smack him.
All right, and it is still at still at advantage since he hasn't been able to break free of the foam.
Success.
Hell yeah. Roll the damage.
8 damage.
All right, that is a wound. I'd say smacking him with a hand is going to be a blunt force wound. I'll go ahead and roll that. Ooh, snapped collarbone. You smack him and you hear bones break. You're unsure if it was the hand or the goblin, or maybe the arm or the goblin, or maybe even both. But you hit him hard and you just hear of bones snapping.
Oh yeah, and he'll start visibly flexing.
All right. And Vil and Rindez.
Well, I'll take my welder again, and I'll try to slash at his hand that's holding the knife to try to disarm him.
Okay.
Success.
All right, go ahead and roll damage, but to disarm him, I'm going to roll a save for him. Unlike players, NPCs only have one save. It's just called instinct. They have one number for everything that's not combat. So I'm just going to roll him a save to see if he keeps on holding the knife, but you still do damage to him no matter what.
All
Now he
right.
drops the knife.
Perfect. And I'm going to back up now. Just a wee bit.
Okay.
I swear every time I try to click my character just wants to make them invisible.
Oh yeah, you gotta if you hold it for a while, it'll pop up character visibility. But if you just hold and drag, then you can move them around.
It's and you immediately have to too, which is crazy because it's I won't even have it there for a second. It's just visibility.
Yeah, it gets a little annoying. I wish you would have to it already shows it on your character sheet. Why does it show it there too? But all right. Vil, what are you trying to do?
I love the app. I'm rolling to attack.
Oh yeah, the app's actually really good. It's one of the some things are a little annoying. I wish I could make circles instead of just squares and rectangles. But it is the easiest virtual tabletop to use. Everything's super easy.
Yeah, it does everything for you. It's really nice.
Yeah, you don't have to manually keep track of your stress unless there's something that gives you stress. And yeah, you don't have to keep automatically does your wounds, health, all that. Okay, so you don't manage to hit him with the welder. And he doesn't have it
with the welder, and I take a step back.
Okay. I'd say go ahead and before you can take a step back, since you did fail your roll, he is going to attempt to bite you as you're stepping back because he doesn't have his knife right now. Oh, he gnashes his teeth at you, but yeah, you're just a little quicker and manage to step back before the teeth sink in to your arm. And he is not looking good being trapped in this bright room. This thing has a lot of wounds, a lot more than a player has, but he's nearing the end. So, he is still going to attempt to break free of this foam, but no. So, he takes another wound from being in the sunlight, and you all are free to keep attacking him. Benson is going to try to attack. Jesus Christ, he ain't hitting shit anymore. And then the rest of you can do whatever you want.
Mr. Man will walk up and say, "Let me give you a thumbs up."
Ooh, okay. And Vil and Rendez, what would you like to do?
I walk up and lighting the torch in my other hand. It's time to light this night on fire. And I aim for his eyes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you still have advantage. This dude has been rolling shitty to try and break out of this.
And so have I. Fail.
Right. Your turn, Rendez.
I am going to go ahead and try to cauterize my foot wound.
All right. Again, I won't make you take the whole D10 of damage like I normally do. It'll just be another D5, but you do manage to cauterize. It's another 5.
Oh my gosh, your dice hate me
Yeah.
Was cooked.
with a passion.
Besides,
Alrighty then.
yeah, it really wants to hit you. Benson can't hit shit. And the goblin's sucking, but damage to you is heavy.
Whew.
So once again, Goblin, realizing things are going very bad, is just going to try to break the foam. That is a success. So if he has one more success, he gets out. No, that fucking disadvantage is really screwing him over. Let me read something. Yes, strength check at disadvantage. Okay. So he doesn't break out of it, but he is going to attempt another bite at Vil as you reach forward and slash him with the hand welder. That is a success. For max damage, that is 10 damage to Vil.
Oof.
And go ahead and roll yourself a bleeding wound. Oh wait, you had armor on, so that didn't give you a wound. Very nice. That's the good thing about armor, is you only get to use it once if the damage is high enough, but it can save your life. But like if I were to roll a 2, well, hazard suit has 5, so like if I were to roll 4 damage, you just wouldn't take any damage at all, and your armor would still be fine. It's only if I do the exact amount of armor damage or higher. But it is your guys' turn. Benson gonna just keep fucking shooting. Oh, he actually hits that time. Only for 2, but ooh, critical failure on your fear save. That is a panic check from you. And Goblin is actually bleeding, so he's taking a little bit more than 2 damage. Oh, shit.
Dang. I got doomed.
That one's crazy.
And I must flee because I am fearful now. And I must decide what to do with that. Okay.
Yeah, you can either, whatever you think your character would do, you can either try to break down the door, like unweld, cut through the door and escape that way, or just run to the back of the server room and attempt to hide.
Okay. Someone can take their turn while I'm doing stuff. I'm not doing anything important.
Okay. I'm going to toss my foam gun to Mr. Man, considering I am the definition of critical as of the moment, and just yell at him to aim for the upper body, like with the foam gun.
Okay.
I have a question about the wounds. Is it once we hit maximum wounds we're dead, or is it maximum wounds and then no health?
Once you hit maximum wounds, well, actually, there's a chance that you don't die right away. You will roll a death save, and there are 3 options. One is you're dead. The second one is you're in a coma, and will have to like go to a hospital and then to wake up. And the other one is that you're just unconscious and someone has to wake you up.
Thank you.
But yeah, as soon as you hit 3 for the android and marine, then yeah, you will roll a death save.
Yeah, so I'm effectively out of the fight right now.
Can I trade whenever he gives me his gun? Can I give him my revolver?
Absolutely, if you want to.
Oh, so we're
Yeah,
just
let's do
throwing
that.
things at each other.
So yeah, Brindez, you get it, both of you actually. If you click your item, you can then send item and click who you want to send it to.
Oh, that is so cool.
Is that our action?
No, I'd say that's a free action. You all are close by each other. You can just swap weapons and then do what you want.
Okay, Mr. Man's gonna walk up and say, "How many bones are in the human hand?" A handful, and then swing at him.
All right.
2 damage.
Okie dokie. And then I imagine you're taking a shot, Brindez?
Yes, I do have a question. The range says close. So would I be able to fire it from the distance I'm at?
Yes. The ranges are adjacent, close, far, and extreme. So close would be like in the like opposite side of the room, like you are now. Adjacent, obviously, is like right up next to them with melee weapons. Far would be like a room away, and extreme would be like you'd have to have like a sniper to hit them.
And then adjacent would be like melee combat.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is with this foam gun, I could have been doing it from a distance the whole time.
Yes, you could have been a little far away from them.
Oh boy. Success.
Hell yeah. Roll that damage.
7.
All right. Shit, you not. For that wound, he only had 7 health left, so that is another wound. That's going to be a gunshot wound. Oh, shit. Okay. So,
To death.
it's not the insta-death one, but he is bleeding tremendously and is going to take a wound from the light. So the light and how much he is bleeding is going to kill him. So we'll say as he's stuck here, you shoot him, more blood just... tell me where you shoot him. Where are you aiming for? The head?
I'm aiming
Or just...
mouth.
Mouth. Okay. So yeah,
I'm mad at this damn thing.
He is just looking at you and just wildly screaming this. And you pull up the revolver, take a shot. You see it busts through his teeth and just goes out like the back of his neck. The light coming in, you can see his eyes are now starting to like bubble and melt out of his head. And eventually, from the bleeding, the gunshot, and the light, he just falls. Still not falls because he's still stuck in foam, but you see his body, he no longer is wriggling. His body goes limp, and he's just stuck there in place like a statue as he's just pouring blood out of his mouth where the teeth have been shattered. And with that, the goblin is dead.
Yes.
You no longer hear anything. Benson looks around. He holsters the pistol, and he just looks around. He's like, "Holy shit!" He's like, "Well, it sucks that Reed didn't make it, and I think I saw Wyrick get killed in the communications room. So I think it's just me left, but thank you all for coming in here and rescuing me, and I say we should get the fuck out of here."
I agree with that sentiment.
No rolls needed. You all now have the time. There's nothing coming out of anything to attack you, so you all take the time to cut through this door, which just opens up, and you all are able to just get back onto the ship.
I will pick up Ren and a Princess Carrie and say, "I got you," and carry him back to the ship.
I'm just imagining you doing a Princess Carrie.
The dude that is like with his guts out.
No, the one with the missing leg.
Oh, okay. I
Me.
thought you said Reed. Okay. I just heard our name and I was like, that dude's dead. But
I mean, I can probably Princess Carrie both of them.
just for the fun of it, you're not in like danger right now, but just to see if you're strong enough, roll a strength check. It's so you can add either military training or athletics. They're the same number, so.
Rip.
Okay, so you're very, very slowly carrying them. If something bad were to happen, you would just kind of be stuck there with both of them in your arms. But nothing bad is happening, and you all make it back into your ship. And Vil hits the pilot seat, initiates thrusters, and pew! Oh shit. I thought that would carry you all. And you all take off. And let's see. Once word gets back that you at least rescued one member of the station and killed the goblin, you all are given 27,000 credits each, which sounds like a lot, but in this world, it is not.
I mean, it's a decent amount.
Boop, boop.
I think it's enough for an exosuit.
Yeah, you can definitely get some armor and some other weapons with that.
To the bar, Judes.
Yes, I will also, if you all ever want to play again, you can reuse these characters with everything you currently have. And to get rid of a wound, to go to the hospital, it costs 6,000 credits per wound. So if you want to get rid of 2 wounds, you will have to spend 12,000 credits and spend a week in the hospital. But you do get those wounds removed. And now that you all are safe and sound there's actually, in case you all ever do want to play again, there is this huge space station. It's actually part of like a campaign module called Prospero's Dream. So we'll say it is a huge, most things in this world, kind of like the alien world, are like government corporation owned. But Prospero's Dream is a bit of an outlaw station, meaning like you're not going to get mugged and robbed everywhere you go. It is a chance that you will, but you all make it to Prospero's Dream, which is this kind of outlaw, out of corporate reach station, and you all are able to pretty much buy anything you would want there, other than well, you can buy grenades and laser cutters there, but you have to keep them in a secure locker. They're not allowed like into the station proper. But you all are able to buy any items you want, you are able to reset your health to full. And again, if you spend, it costs 6,000 credits per wound. So for Rendez, if you spend 12,000 credits, you will get you'll go back to 0 wounds.
All right, I'll do that, even though I want to get a damn pet.
You want to get a pet?
Yeah, a synthetic pet. I think it was like, hold up, let me double check it again.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that's what you said, but yeah, you can definitely buy a pet.
Oh yeah, I can get both. Never mind.
Yeah, you got 27k, so you'd still have, after spending 12, you'd still have 5,000 left.
Low-key, Mothership is fire. I'm glad we did this. This is fun.
Yeah, I
Is it
absolutely
12,000 per wound?
27,000 minus 12,000 for both wounds. It's 16,000 per wound.
Thank you for running,
Not
Dr.
blah,
Dane.
blah, blah, blah. It is 6,000 per wound, so it is 12,000 to get rid of both of them.
Oh, I could definitely get a pet. Sweet.
Yeah, you'll still have. I thought I did my math wrong. You'll still have 15,000 credits after going to the hospital. And
yeah, I would love to play this again.
yeah, and all 3 of you, like I said, now that you all are safe and sound, your health goes back to full.
All right. And would our stress return back?
Actually, this is a pretty cool part of it. You all can take what is called shore leave, and you have to spend money and make a save. But if you succeed on your save, you'll roll, depending on how much money you spend, you'll roll like a d10, and whatever you roll of that d10, you can convert that stress into saves. So let's say you roll a 5, you can put 5 points, like you could put 1 point into all 3 and then like 2 more into another one, or however you'd want to do that. 1 moment here. I'll tell you how much it would cost in order to do that.
That's a pretty cool mechanic, so you can like buff your stats after each like mission.
Yep, as long as you succeed your save. If you don't succeed your save, you still get rid of your stress. You just can't put it into your stats. But 1 moment here. Let me pull up the rules about that. If I can fucking find it.
But no, this would be cool to have as like maybe what we do on every other Friday when we're not doing COD. This is what we do instead.
Low-key, I would be so down.
Yeah,
Super
I could
fun.
honestly, like a Saturday might work for me because I already run another game every other Friday. But I definitely be down to run it on like a Saturday or something if Saturdays work for most people. If not, then maybe not every other Friday, but I would definitely still be down to run it on Fridays that I'm not busy every now and then. Anyways,
Yeah,
so let me see here.
I know Saturdays won't work for me unless we change the time to much earlier in the day.
That'd work for me. So if you all want to spend, let me pull up my calculator here. Okay, that's not bad. If you all want to spend 1,000 credits, you can then make. Let me double check what kind of save you have to make. I believe it might be a sanity save, but let me check here. Doo-doo. It's been a second since my players that I normally run for have done a short leave. Okay, so yes, you'll spend 1,000 credits and attempt a sanity save. If you succeed, then roll a d10, and you can convert that amount of stress into points. And you can only convert however much you roll, but you still get rid of all your stress. Well, back down to minimum. You can't go below 2.
You said 1K, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I rolled real low for that. There's just like a random, because prices, to like simulate prices changing and all that, I just do a random roll and multiply by a certain amount. And I actually rolled pretty low on that one. So could have been worse.
So I rolled a 1 for the D10. What happens again?
You can put 1 point into any stat or save that you want, but your stress still goes back down to 2. You only just get 1 usable point. And then, Mr. Man, roll a sanity save.
Don't worry, I already spent all my money, so I don't have to worry about this. I needed major heals and a pet to make me feel safe.
I failed.
You still get rid, you still go back down to minimum stress, you just don't get any usable points. Well, actually, you will have 3 stress because you go back down to minimum stress, but then you get a stress for failing that roll. Life in this world is very stressful. And Rendez, if you want to make a sanity save, you can lower your stress, but if you don't pay, you don't get any usable points. But you can still attempt to get rid of your stress.
Nope, it just got worse.
Okay. I mean, if anyone, it's up to the other players, but if anyone wants to loan you money, you could then pay for a shore leave and attempt to get rid of that again.
I am here once again asking for your financial aid.
I got a question first. Do I lose my trauma response in Coward and Doomed, or no?
No, trauma response is something unique to every character that never goes away.
Cool.
But to get rid of Coward or Doomed, that takes quite a bit of money. That takes 100,000 credits for cognitive defragmentation.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. So, what's the difference that you need? I'm at 1750 right now. We got 2750 before.
Yes, he just needs 1,000.
Oh, he only needs 1,000. Oh, I see. Okay. You blew all your
So what
money
I'm
on a pet
hearing-
in an attempt to enjoy your night. Is that what happened?
And a hospital visit.
Yep, and a hospital.
And a
because
hospital visit.
You know what? At least Death Wish is only for 24 hours. I'm happy about that.
So-
or else, yeah.
Yeah, for that one, you can
Or
just
else
go ahead and
I'd-
get rid of.
Yeah, or else I'd be having to attack everybody, because remember, my sanity is only 17.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
If you want, if you could think of a way that makes sense, if you could tell me how any of your skills would help relax you, you can add a skill to your sanity for a better roll. Same with Mr. Man, I forgot to say that. If you can, like, as a Marine, if you want to say that you like go to a firing range or something, you can use your military training to try to make that sanity save a little better.
I go to the bar, get hammered.
Okay. I'd say, yeah, that is still kind of maybe reliving your Marine days, or maybe you're still currently a Marine. I don't know if you're a veteran or active duty, but I'd say you could definitely add your military training and attempt another sanity save if you'd like.
I mean, I'll just plug something to my brain and try to hack the trauma out of myself.
I succeeded.
Hell yeah. Do you remember how much stress you had? I think it was like 17.
It was 15.
Okay. And we'll just use that 6 you rolled earlier, unless you would like to roll again. But I would say even if you roll less, you'll have to take the new roll. So you can either attempt to roll higher or risk rolling lower?
I'll just take the 6.
Okay. And Rendez, yeah, go ahead and make another sanity save, and you can add your hacking to try and hack into your mind and erase some bad memories.
Failure.
Oh, damn. Okay.
To be fair, only took it up to a 32.
All right. So we could count that as the original roll, so you can go back down to 19 stress. But yeah, you
So at what point
actually
am
no,
I in
you
danger of having a mental breakdown?
20 stress is like the maximum, meaning like if you roll a panic check at 20 stress, you're guaranteed to have some sort of panic. Because the way that works, the way the panic check works is you want to roll over your score. It's kind of like the opposite of your stats. You want to roll over your stress, but if you're at 20 stress, it's impossible to roll over it. So you're guaranteed to have something bad happen whenever you panic.
Oh, that's honestly kind of hilarious.
I am nickel and diming right now these credits, so I can try and come up with 1,000 for this.
No, it's fine. This is funny. It's fine.
I'm still gonna try. How much is a stem pack or those things that heal us? I can't find the name again.
If you go to your page and go to equipment and like scroll down into the equipment list, it'll have it listed there. I don't know it off the top how much it is off the top of my head.
What's
I think
the
it's
name
like
of the item? Do you know?
stem pack.
Stem pack. Okay, well, I had it right. All right, let me see.
Oh, and Mr. Man, I'll hand
Stim.
you your revolver back so I can get my foam gun back.
Oh, yes.
Okay, then if you're okay with it, I'm gonna buy a stim pack because they're 1,000K.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
you can buy as many as you can afford.
Okay, so I'm gonna buy
Unless you,
one of those.
so-
And then I'm also getting a rigging gun, which is 350.
hell yeah. Actually,
I remember I saw that. What did they do?
it's kind of like the foam gun, but does a little bit more damage. It like them up in the rigging wire whenever you hit them, but
Ooh,
does
that's
more damage
right.
than the foam gun.
Do I get to
So
keep
worst
my
case
arm?
scenario, we can rig somebody that I can foam them.
What were you saying?
Do I get to keep my arm?
If you want to, sure.
Sweet.
You might not want to like walk around in public with torn off arm, but you can definitely keep it.
It shall be my prize. RIP whoever's arm it was.
Yeah, it was one of the scientists aboard the station.
Did the NPCs have a problem with me just using their friend's arm as like a weapon? Was that a thing that happened, or did they like just not?
Yeah, I probably should have had one of them say something about that, but they were more worried about staying alive than they were you bludgeoning someone with an arm. And as far as they know, you could have got that arm, like you could have brought that arm with you. That could have been from a long time ago, as far as they knew.
Ooh, and I'm buying binoculars.
Okay. If you all are interested in playing again, I've actually published a homebrew book that is full of items that I've personally created that you all can take a look at and buy what you want.
That's cool.
Are there like prosthetic limbs that you can buy?
Yes, please.
Yes, in the space station I was just talking about, Prospero's Dream, like I said, it's part of a campaign module, and there is a whole ass list of different kinds of cybernetics and prosthetics you can get.
I will
Those
be
are
obtaining a prosthetic arm and using it as a bludgeoning weapon.
yeah, those are prosthetics, and cybernetics are pretty expensive, but they're also fucking awesome. Like, hold on, I'll find some. Let me get my PDF.
After you do that, can you help me figure out what the pet, because it doesn't say if it really does anything. And it doesn't really bring up options.
Yeah, you can teach it like 2 skills. I'll figure out 1 second. There's what kind of skill they
No
can
problem.
have.
Take your time.
But yeah, let me find the list of cybernetics. Because
Hear me
there's
out.
some fucking crazy shit. Like you can get like a fucking like cannon on your arm and shit. Mm.
You know what's really nice about the pet? I can have it go through the vents with a body cam.
You could do that, yeah. You would
I'll
have
make
to
sure I get a
have
small one then.
yeah, you would have to have whatever. The pet is all the same price. Like you can just tell me like I got a rat or I got a cat or something like that. You can just make up whatever kind of pet you want.
Oh, I just wanted to see if there's like some alien options. Since I know that the artificial ones are more expensive, and it also says that larger rare pets cost 2d10 times the base cost.
Yeah, I believe actually flesh pets are more expensive because in this world meat and just fleshy things are more rare than like robots and shit like that. You're more likely to find a synthetic pet than you are like an
You're
actual
right.
cat.
So would a synthetic be like a tube-grown pet? Would it be a Homelander pet?
More like an android pet. Like it'd be like metal and shit on the inside.
Oh, so friend-shaped for an android. Fine.
Yes. If you want to say it is like lab grown, you could, but it would look like a synthetic pet is obvious. Like it might look a little off compared to a flesh and blood pet.
I mean, I like the idea of like kind of a cybernetic-esque pet. Like maybe a little fusion of the two where it's tube grown and has cybernetics for enhancement. Because it's tube grown and a little fucked up.
I'm going to go ahead and shut off the music since we're not currently in anything crazy.
And this is
here is a list of some of the cybernetics.
And thank
you
you
might have
for
to zoom in if you're on phone.
You were
yeah, no
amazing.
problem. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry I didn't say anything earlier. I was busy with some of the rules, but yeah, no problem at all.
Oh, you're good. I just wanted to say it again, anyways.
And with this module here that I just posted, there's also a thing you can get called a sleeve, which is a backup body. You would have to like buy a black box that you can see there, that very second thing, buy a black box. And then if you die, someone could take that black box, put it in your next body, and you would have all your memories from before you died.
How much is a sleeve?
A sleeve, there are a couple different versions. One moment here.
And do you want me to end the stream at this point or just keep it going?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and end it. Yeah. So if anyone's watching, well, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Don't forget to like
if
and
you're
subscribe.
still watching, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Comment.
What are you doing?
Put it in the comments.
Sleeves are also very expensive, but once